So that's just how it is, I find, with decluttering, is that you end up regretting some of what you have decluttered.
Hello guys, and welcome back on my channel. Do you know that I always talk about trying to reuse stuff instead of decluttering it? So I had this blouse and I just thought it was too fancy for everyday wear, but then I thought about putting a t-shirt over it so it does not look as fancy, and then I can wear it everyday life. So I really think it's about trying to use things in another way instead of decluttering it when you can. And sometimes you try different things out and sometimes nothing will work, and then it's of course alright to just declutter. But I also think it's really important we do not feel the need to declutter all the time, because if we are decluttering too much, it can end up in us just making a lot of decluttering mistakes. I made a huge decluttering video. I had too many pieces of clothing and it was stressing me out. But after I had just gotten rid of all those clothing, there's definitely some clothing items that I regret getting rid of. And I think this is a common theme for me, that I declutter and then there's just a lot of things I regret. So I think it's hard to declutter and never regret anything that you have decluttered. So I think this is what a lot of people kind of forget to talk about, is that you often, when you declutter, there's something you regret decluttering. And that's just how it is with decluttering. There's often a lot of things that you just regret decluttering. And I think when it comes to decluttering, it's really hard to find that balance, because a lot of the times you just will end up regretting what you have decluttered, and that's really not optimal at all. So I'm trying to find a balance where I do not regret decluttering, but honestly I think that's something that's never ever going to happen, because I think there's always going to be some things that you regret decluttering. So if you want to declutter, remember that there's always something that you are going to regret decluttering. It's really hard not to end up regretting decluttering something. And then you really have to ask yourself if decluttering is worth it. Because I think it's important that we sometimes wean out the things we have, so we do not end up having too much stuff. But I think everything is balanced, and you really need to find your balance, and you really need to know if you are decluttering, there's a big chance that you will regret decluttering something. Either just one thing or a couple of things. So that's just how it is, I find, with decluttering, is that you end up regretting some of what you have decluttered. And honestly, I find that to be really hard. So I find finding the balance when it comes to decluttering is just extremely hard. I wish that it was easy to find this balance, but I just really find that it's not easy to find this balance where you do not end up regretting something that you have decluttered. So you just really need to know that regret is normal when it comes to decluttering, and it's really hard. But I think what the most important thing to do is, when you end up regretting something you've decluttered, is to learn from that. Both learn from the things that you decluttered and you did not end up missing, but also the things that you later on regretted decluttering. So just really evaluating why you ended up regretting decluttering that, and why some other pieces you might not end up regretting decluttering. So yeah guys, that's just what I wanted to talk to you about today, and I'm sorry that I made it in a short format, because I thought it was going to be a short video, but it turned out to be a longer video. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed this video and you got something out of it, and if you did, remember to subscribe, like, comment and all that good stuff. I know I appreciate every one of you watching, and I hope to see you back here on my channel soon. Bye guys!